We all know about stereotypes and can picture an individual even when given wild personality traits. Like for me, if someone yells at their wife and kids in public, buys bootleg products like Jokeleys and lies about it, or gets overly aggressive with minors at stores and restaurants to get their way, I immediately think they wear fake Oakleys, shin-high Nike socks, and sandals with a Monster or Fox logo hat. It's a spot-on description for that type of person, and they're usually bald too. Today I want to talk about another type of person that doesn't have a specific type of appearance or style, but it's all personality based. I have noticed people mentioning Joe Rogan in real life more and more lately, to the point that I get weird, obscure news or his takes through others recounting what they listened to on JRE the night before. That's not annoying to me, people telling me what they listened to on JRE. The more I heard, the more confused I would be because a few subjects I am versed in were on JRE, and these people would repeat what they heard and it came off sounding so fucking stupid. Joe Rogan will be given an article or topic and they will gloss over the basic info, and all that gets done to verify is to make sure there's an article on Google, it seems. I can't fault half boomer and half millennial Joe because his brain is fried from all the animal laxatives and juicing he's done over the years. It's hard to understand the internet and do basic research before sharing misinformation, so you hire special people to confirm there is an article on the topic at hand. Joe and his fact-checking is impeccable also. And that's kind of how Facebook boomerism works, and that all is the fault of the readers. In this case, it's JRE listeners that take half-understood or exaggerated topics and bring them up in casual conversation like they are interesting. Hypothetically, if you were to engage with them on a subject like NFTs, and let's say you're well educated on the subject, JRE would learn about them and say, oh, NFTs is owning digital pictures, and that's cool, but be careful because you may spend a lot of money on one. It's kind of true, but not quite all spades. And if you bother correcting them or adding on to what they learn, they just give a shrug, dead face stare, or say, oh, that's all Joe Rogan said, or Joe Rogan verified it, there was an article. Joe Rogan listeners are people who share what they heard in real life to random people in hopes they come off as interesting. Because A, they feel cool for joining the JRE audience. B, so they can be interesting with interesting facts. Or C, they lack personality, so this is as close as they can get. They are boring people who just barely are too young to be boomers, but are just as stubborn and quick to follow people of higher status with no question. Never doing the bare minimum to validate or confirm information, but instead going off what is easy for them to understand. Rock eaters, mouth breathers. It's kind of like Rick and Morty fans. Those kind of fans. Completely lacking in personality or any redeeming qualities, so they binge Rick and Morty and repeat quotes and scenes from the show. Acting like they are super uber smart because they were introduced to a lot of tough subjects they don't understand, but will bring them out in casual conversation like they do. Kind of on the same level, but I do prefer Rick and Morty fans because they will go in public and melt down on their YouTube, where JRE stands will go up to their friends and spit out interesting facts or pieces of news, spouting his opinions and thoughts without following up with any of their own. So, in conclusion, Joe Rogan is alright. Corny and lame that will forever fail to relate to poor people, so he should drop the effort. His listeners aren't all bad either, just the section I called out here. And if you want to be interesting or smart, then go learn about random subjects, or anything, really. Not read the summary and wait for Uncle Joe to give his take and repeat that to strangers or your friends in hopes they think you're interesting. But you aren't hopeless, you just are a blank mannequin that needs to carve out their own details and unique identity. Another group of people that border this boring shit are blockbuster cucks. Not the store Blockbuster, but people who only watch big advertised movies and your only review is, it sucked because the boomies weren't bright. Or, it's good because the kaplowies were shiny. But that's for another day. Those people are easier to make fun of. But, thanks for sticking around and check out my other videos. I don't think I gotta worry about those types of fans because Joe needs to watch this and give his take on it and have someone verify it's in an article before they even comment or make replies out of anger. So, have a good day, good dudes. Check out my other things, join the Discord, all that shit. Peace.